It's not always easy to do new videos on a regular basis, especially short videos. Now, some of them that we do are just based on students' questions. Some of them are based on general students and supporters of Himalayan Art Resources. Some of them are supporters of Patreon. And then others are my personal students from various universities that I'm associated with. So many questions are based on Buddhism, sometimes art, and we at Himalayan Art Resources, we don't always have the answers because we've not actually been asked that question before, or we've not been asked to go into any depth on a question. And so we often have to then create a page on HAR, come up with the art examples in order to come up with a 2, 3, 6-minute video. Sometimes we get no questions for periods of time. So at this point I encourage people to ask more questions, and now some videos won't be made because I'm just not comfortable, and other members of the staff are not comfortable with certain topics because they could be too abstract from a Buddhist point of view, or they could be too involved, too nuanced. But of course we'll try our best to answer all questions, but some are just too difficult when it comes to abstractions and coming up with examples in the actual paintings, sculpture, or murals. And that is our primary focus, is the art, and to a certain extent explaining Bun and explaining Buddhism and explaining certain aspects of Hinduism through the art. So the last 3 months have been a bit of an ordeal for me personally, and so we've been on a bit of an odd schedule of new videos and new pages on HAR, and a lot of material has gone up on HAR, but it has not yet been announced by me because of lack of time and basically life getting in the way while you're making other plans. So that has changed a little bit, and we're back to more of a normal schedule at Himalayan Art Resources. So we will be putting up more videos regularly, and we will also in 2023, which is where we are now, we are going to be focusing more on curriculum and theoretical structures for the art and for how to understand the iconography and some of the abstract concepts through the art. So this is going to be more of a general focus rather than just random videos and questions, although we look forward to those because those random questions can be very important because they show us where we have holes in what we've presented on Himalayan Art Resources, or what we've presented in videos, or what we've presented in written formal curriculums for universities around the world. So you may think your question may not be important, or it's just something you're interested in, but maybe it's not so important, but it could be it actually is. It could be a very important question. So we do encourage that. We encourage you to subscribe, join HAR on Patreon, and very importantly for us, to make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.